Hi y'all, I'm Sandy. Welcome to my first nail art tutorial video. I decided to start making these videos because everywhere I go, literally everywhere, well maybe not literally, I mean literally, figuratively, everywhere I go, people stop me and say, "Oh my God, Sandy, I love your nails. How do you do that?" And I love that because the thing with nail art is it's like we take these things that are inside of us, these pictures or whatever, and we put them outside us on our fingers. And so when people say they like it, it's like they like something that came from inside you. So it's like this deeper level of connection. It's like art, only less wasteful. Because so many times I've seen something on a canvas in an expensive frame and everything, and I think, yeah, maybe if that was on a nail, I'd be impressed. Because nails are a natural resource. Because they're alive, like they grow, but they're also dead and, like disposable. We cut them off or they break or whatever, and they're gone. We don't have to think about them again. Anyway, today I wanted to talk to you about nail shape, the different varieties of nail shapes, and what each shape says about you, the wearer of that particular shape. People don't always think about that your nail shape is a choice, just like your shoes, and that your choice says something about you. But it does. It totally does. All right, there are 6 basic nail shapes: oval, square, squoval, round, pointed, and almond. As you can see, the oval shape is similar to round, but oval is longer and slightly more tapered. Almond is actually just a rounded version of pointed, and the squoval is a combination of the square and the oval, square with rounded edges. Now I'm going to show you the healthiest way to file your nails into each nail shape. As you can see, my nails right now are sort of square or squoval, which isn't really my favorite nail shape. It's just sort of what I call my natural nail shape. Like it's the shape that my nails just break off into, or like the shape they would be if I left them totally alone. Which is strange because I don't really like the shape. It's sort of like my natural nail shape doesn't really go with how I feel inside. Like I have to force something else to happen. Anyway, square is really easy to do. You just file both sides of the nail straight down away from your hand, and then you file straight across. So you want to make sure that you file straight down away from the nail bed and then straight across the nail in one direction. Because if you go back and forth, that weakens the nail. Also, if you file towards your nail bed, you can get a lot of hangnails. I don't know why, but square nails just sort of make me think of robots. They don't seem human.
Mommy?
Yeah, hon?
Mommy, what are you doing?
Oh, Mommy's doing her nails now, honey.
Can I do my nails?
Oh, no, Madison, hon, you're not old enough.
When I'll be old enough.
Madison, honey, let's talk about this later. Right now, Mommy's trying to talk to the people on the internet.
People on the internet.
Oh, Madison, honey, why don't you run outside and play? And then when Mommy's done with this, maybe she'll put a little polish on your nails.
You'll put polish on my nails.
I mean, I'll paint your nails.
You paint my nails? Okay. I'll go play outside.
Okay. I don't know if she's old enough yet or not. She's 5? That's probably old enough, but it's funny. I used to not notice her getting older, but now I do. I wonder when that started. Anyway, on to squoval nails. So I just take my file and I round out the edges of a square nail. Just like that. See? So a lot of people think that this is like the most practical shape for longer nails because it's wide like a square nail, so it's strong, but the edges are rounded so they won't like catch on something and break or like put a run in your pantyhose or like scratch your kid or whatever. These are definitely mom nails. Oval nails! Now, to make my nails oval, I'm going to take a nice long nail here and I hold my file at an angle and I taper in both sides. So it's a pretty sharp angle. And then once I've tapered in both sides, I'm going to take my file and just sort of round out the point. There we go. To me, this is like old Hollywood classic, like Audrey Hepburn. See? That one. Okay, almond is just a sharper taper on both sides, but still with a rounded point.
Mommy!
What, hon?
Mommy, there's a tool under the bridge. This slide is the bridge. So now there's something in the sky.
That's great, honey. Now just let Mommy finish up her video, and then as soon as I'm done, I'll come and play.
Hey, Mommy.
Back to almond. This is my favorite nail shape. Elegant, yet contemporary. It's also really impractical for me to do because the narrow point weakens the nails, and these can be kind of scratchy too. It's just really impractical for me all around, but I gotta say, life can be kind of pointless if we don't sometimes do impractical things, right? So, this is the nail shape I shoot for. It usually ends up being more of an oval, but whatever. The next shape I'm going to show you is pointed. Now, for pointed nails, you take your file and you file at a sharp angle until along the two sides until they reach in a point. Super hard to maintain, super scratchy. I've only ever really seen this work on acrylic nails, which I don't like to do because acrylics are basically like a bunch of tiny canvases. They're not a natural resource, and that sort of goes against my whole philosophy. Last is rounded, just short and round. So I just use my pointer finger. Oh, I can't get in the frame. Okay, there it is, because it's always short anyway. And you just cut it short and round, and then you just take your file and you round in a little bit from the edges. And there you go. Simple. This is probably the easiest to do and probably the most boring. It's probably what I should do, but I don't. If I break a nail or something, then maybe I'll do this, but only on the broken nail. It doesn't always look the best, but I'm just not willing to sacrifice all that individual length for the overall appearance of my hands. You know, I sacrifice enough as it is. Oh, did I mention that I'm not a trained or certified nail technician? Well, I'm not, just an enthusiastic hobbyist. What, hon? Okay, hon. Oh, Mommy's coming. Well, folks, that looks like it for today. I'll try to get another tutorial up next week.
Mommy!
Yeah, hon?
Something fell out of the sky.
Something fell out of the sky?
Yeah!
Okay. Okay, hon. Mommy's coming.